Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. All right, good to have you here. Wholeness, integrity, balance, vibrations. Good to connect with y'all in this summer day, right? I know I kind of came off the cuff on my last video, not kind of, did come off the cuff of being seriously to take control of your energetic field. Know your power. Know that you have succubuses that want to drain you. Book of Revelation says the people gave power to the beast. They gave their power away to the beast system because all their attention goes to the beast system. Why does their attention go there? Because they believe everything that they present as being facts. We're coming to a place where we're seeing the difference. We're seeing the system that we see it has. It actually is presented in a higher vibration of frequency. We've talked about the demiurge, Yada Baoth, right? The Yahweh, right? We've talked about that. We've dealt with this. We've talked about the reality of everything in this reality seems to be predator and prey, and part of predator would be sucking your energy, right? And you're the prey. We're always trying to talk to some God that was given to us that's outside of us and saying, oh yeah, go pray. So you can be prey to the predator. Set it. We're coming real this week because it's time to put on your armor and your awareness and your discernment to the next level. Like I said on the last video. So I want to share this video though, a lot on the power that we actually have and how this power actually can be where did it go? Where's the screen? I shared it. Let me go back. I could have swore I shared it. Okay, my mistake. It was me. Wasn't the situation. I'll take full responsibility. Wasn't me. But this is really about Chi Master, nicknamed Dynamo Jack. And I want to show you that this capability and ability we have is available to all of us.
And who might be able to help, and dragged me to him despite my reservations.
Is it in? Good Lord. You just relax and enjoy it all.
He uses acupuncture needles and the traditional points, but with a twist. Through them, he directs a form of electricity, as he calls it. But he doesn't draw the electricity from a wall socket. He claims to generate it within his own body. It was nothing like any acupuncture I'd ever had. I was getting really powerful electric shocks and couldn't control my movements at all. He says that what he does is no more supernatural than an electric eel, which also knows how to harness its yin and yang energies.
Yin yang, positive and negative, and my positive from here and my negative from here, and we meet together, this can get like electricity.
And is this because you're special? You have a special sort of
It's meditation every day.
It's meditation.
Meditation every day, like a yoga. But I studied about 18 years.
18 years?
18 years, from my child before.
Can you project this energy through your hands only, or through other things as well?
Only my hands. Like you can touch me, like this. It's nothing, okay? It's my brain. Just like this.
Our sound recordist, Simi, was skeptical at first.
So he's able to manage through his chi, through compressing it, as he said, the yin and the yang compress into electrical chi energy and he was using it for healing. He said that he had acupuncture. He said, not like this. He feeling the electrical current going through him. All of this have this man, and he tried to say, are you special? And what he said was, it was his practice. He didn't go into the depth of what the practice was, because he won't, because he's not supposed to. This is definitely initiation, probably from what he's connected to in the lineage. Probably, it sounds like it's an oral tradition. It's not probably written anywhere. They pass it down orally. But the experience that he's having, we have this experience. That's why your energy being leaked and being siphoned and being succubused out is important, because they realize it's not, you guys we're programmed to believe it's about the money. It's not. It's about your energetic field, and your resources within is what they harvest. The people gave power to the beast. The people gave their power. They give their energetic field, which is where you give your attention, is your antenna, right? I've said that over. Antenna, attention, same word. Antenna, you give your attention to something is where your energy goes. And if you're giving it to things that could possibly leak it, by weaknesses, patterns. This is patterns and having this recognition. Let's watch more.
Later, he told us that anybody could learn this. God had given us all the yin-yang polarity, but it takes discipline and meditation to awaken and control it.
Management.
And you must be very aware of your emotions. This energy can be dangerous. It can kill as well as heal. Then he asked for our newspaper.
He said it could either benefit you or end you. How do you use it? This isn't for somebody who don't know what they're doing to do. This is training, initiations. Watch. His vibe, electrical current turned in fire.
Whatever he had done to our newspaper, it's how he'd healed my eyes that made me wonder.
So he's even admitting he was healed through his eyes through that practice that he did.
That we of the West have forgotten.
We of the West have forgotten.
When he heard we'd shown this footage in public, he was
Which they're
very
trying to push away.
upset and refused all our future efforts to contact him again. As the years passed, we sadly resigned ourselves to never seeing him again. My brother Lorne never did, for by 1997 he was already dead, when I again found myself with DJ, now treating me for an eye problem. But it wasn't this that brought me back. He had tracked me down out of the blue and invited me to tell me a story. He had just returned from 2 years on a deep meditational journey, alone in the heart of Borneo. Amongst his revelations, he had seen, he said, how history was moving on into great change, and the old wisdom was vanishing. So he called me back to film just enough of him to remind us that we all have undreamed of powers sleeping within us, and that there's nothing special about him except for his training and waking. Grounding this patient.
So he said nothing was special about him. He said just his training, right? Nothing, that he was not walking an ego. He said all have the ability. You just have to be trained and know what to do through this training. And he even said that the change was coming, taking us out of this into a more, and I believe that's just the going to the next level of the artificial ones. And I'll stop there. We'll talk about that in a later time.
My cameraman, Joe, is having to use all his weight to keep contact. She is pushing him away. He seems able to control the amplitude of this chi, like a dimmer switch, and it causes uncontrollable responses in the patients and their grounders.
I can barely keep my hand on you. Just fly off. The electricity so strong.
This mother unwittingly grounds her child. He won't sit still, so she's asked to hold him and grin and bear it. Sometimes signs of this passing energy can be seen in the transmitter too. This chi stuff is only the surface, he says, of the real adventure beneath, in the meditational technique, which at one time, when he taught it, dozens of his students were trying to master. At private testing sessions, they'd be asked to show their progress by, in this case, trying to push brittle plastic chopsticks through a hard wooden bench. Some of them could make some dents, but only DJ can go right through.
Wow.
An easier test of projecting chi through the palm of the hand, he says, is by smashing the contents out of an unopened bottle.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Projecting chi from the palm of the hand can also be used to resist rifle pellets, he says. First, you learn to distinguish between yin and yang chi in your body. Then how to pool it in your navel chakra. Then how to project it, he says. And it's the proportionate mixture between yin and yang which accounts for different effects, like pulling or pushing objects or...
Wow, that's amazing. So we think about it, he's talking about knowing how to balance the energy into that chakra in the center, the navel, right? He's talking about balancing that and even projecting it. And remember how many times I said we're actually projectors? When I use the movie, you know, the antennas, the hair, the eyes, or the film, or the you know, and then the third eye being your projector. He's learning how to balance this and compress it and then project it out to do things that we would call physically impossible or supernatural. And he says it's not. It's our abilities that we just have not harnessed or have not mastered. And of course, in the West, we don't know any about any of that stuff.
Igniting them. Then he gets really strange. He says that mastering yin chi is the key to the spirit world. There's a long tradition of Indonesian krisis being possessed by spirits. So people bring him their krisis to see if they're duds. Here, he says, he doesn't manipulate matter by projecting mixtures of yin and yang chi. He merely creates a field of yin energy in which, he says, if there's a spirit, it can manifest itself. So I invited a small group of scientists back from the United States with measuring equipment to test if DJ was for real. And if so, where might this energy belong on the electromagnetic spectrum? Catherine Cook, CEO of the Mind Science Foundation in Texas. Dr. Roger Nilsson, a Swedish medic and international racing sailor. Dr. Greg Simpson, a physicist from New York's Albert Einstein University. And Andreas Polak, one of DJ's Australian students. The visitors are confident they'll uncover him as a fraud in no time. Greg is the first guinea pig, and he's uncomfortable about showing that he can feel anything at all. Dr. Roger doesn't know what to expect. Out comes the metal detector, like the things they use in airports, to see if he has any concealed metal in his body. Then the voltmeter, to try and measure the chi. But how to get it to work? Where's the ground? What settings? DJ suggests that as his negative is his perineum and his positive is his navel chakra, perhaps that's where the electrode should be attached. He doesn't stand on his dignity. He's eager to help, but still no readings. They're getting shocks off his arm, and now they're on the right settings, but the needle still isn't moving. DJ says it isn't electricity, it's chi.
It's 1, 2, oh, I feel it in my whole body. I feel it at 3, 0.3, I feel it in my legs. Shit.
But suspecting there's some tricky setup on his premises they can't find, they insist we all go to a randomly chosen hotel room several miles away to see if he can light a light bulb with his fingers.
Wow, this is amazing. Let's watch the light bulb and then we'll call it with his fingers, see what that's like.
While DJ pumps chi through the other. The bulbs are LEDs, light-emitting diodes, which ignite in different colors according to
Wow.
the intensity of current.
Yes. On, off, on.
Brilliant.
Oh, you're blinking.
Things were going well. DJ was enjoying it too, until he invited us all out to lunch at his local, where he tried to push a chopstick through the table. He couldn't get it through the formica surface, so he came up through an inch of wood from underneath. Not only did he draw his own blood, but a chopstick splinter had caught Alison here between the eyes, drawing more. The incident was laughed off apologetically.
I must say that they laughed it up, but did you see where it hit her? Hit her right around the third eye. Wow. Activate, open it. What's the message there, right? I think we're good for this for right now. Yeah. But amazing, right? Why I decided to share this was the fact that we have a lot of power to protect and energy that we've never harnessed and focused. Our folks didn't know it. Our grandparents didn't know it. Great grandparents didn't know it. Knowledge has been, I believe we've been here and continually through the ages just kind of dumbing us down like lost sheep through the programming. Go watch one of my old videos. If you'll go into YouTube, look up the deprogrammer, and I talk about the process of deprogramming yourself. And it is a very tedious task. And you definitely must be on your P's and Q's for deprogramming, because it is actually very, very, very heightened amount of energy, emotions, and you're reverse engineering that which was put in you to reverse engineer it, right? Make the changes necessary. But that's why I'm saying there's a lot of things moving, pieces moving, and just have your awareness. Know who and where you're going. Know what, be open, but be also very, there's definitely a default setting within us that we kind of sense something not being what we think it is, and then we don't trust the gut or the intuition saying, there it is. What you're feeling, that's it. And then we go back on it. And then we do follow through with that which we were warned within our own settings warned us. I'm your app. I'm you. I'm part of you, and you're not getting that you need to use me. You keep referring back to doubt, unbelief, trusting yourself, getting after yourself, doing your meditations. You heard he said they had a specialized meditation. I mean, he's shoving straws through tables by his chi. He's touching people and they're getting electrical shot and getting healing. Healed the guy's eyes through his chi. Even the stick splintered, hit her, but you seen it was right here, and I go, ooh, that hit her in the third eye. Is it trying to say, is this a sign? They laughed it off and being, splintered, but I'm thinking, what's the sign there? It went right to that chakra. I mean, maybe it's time to open it up. What's the sign and the symbols there? But being aware of what things could are for you, is for you, and just there's a reason why you're being harnessed through the attention you give. Why there's so much division and anger. Anger is a really deep. Anger will definitely take your currency and leak through anger. Anger is one of the worst ones, right? Being a man pleaser is another one. Doing that which really doesn't serve you when you know better, but because you're pleasing other people all the time, this weakness is in you, that you do things you don't want to do, that depletes your energy. So do the self-work, be really aware, harnessed in, meditate. The last video, do this, right? I mentioned at the end, light your sage and clean out your space, protect your space. You guys have a good day. This one will be called Power Potential. Power Potential. And it definitely is connected to showing you why you don't need to leak, because there's always a succubus to take your leakage, right? So you guys, please share, like, subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe so the algorithm hits out there. More people will benefit from watching the art videos here that are on that road, the red road. You guys have a great day.